Students, we will move forward in our chapter body fluids and circulation. So we have talked about the external and internal structure of the heart. So we talked about the atrium and ventricle and these two valves, tricuspid and bicuspid valve. So we need to know that two more valves are there which are present in between ventricle and arteries, and these valves are called semilunar valves. So these semilunar valves are used to prevent the backflow of the heart from artery back into the ventricle. Now we will see some facts as tricuspid valve is present between the right atrium and right ventricle. And the second fact, or we can say the second information, is tricuspid valve is called tricuspid just because it is made up of three muscular flaps or cups. So it is made up of three cup-like structure of three flaps. That's why it is called as tricuspid. And bicuspid valve, or uh, some at some places you can see the mitral valve. It is very important to know the bicuspid valve is also called mitral valve. So bicuspid valve or mitral valve is present between the left atrium and left ventricle. So I have told that outlets of ventricle or pulmonary artery and aorta have semilunar valves. And as we know that heart is made up of cardiac muscle and specialized cardiac musculature. So these cardiac musculature is called nodal tissues. Now we will talk about the double circulatory system, or we can say that how the blood is circulated in body and lungs through heart. So in case of human, the blood is circulated through heart two times. Means starting from body, and starting from body, blood uh, again reaches to the body, and during this path, it crosses the heart two times. You can see here, once it is crossing here, and another time it is crossing here. So since the blood crosses the heart two times, that's why it is called as double circulatory system. So we need to remember this point, means we need to remember the path. So how we will make it remember? So first we will make a box like structure. So all the boxes will represent the atrium and ventricle. So as I told, the above chamber will be considered as the atrium, and the lower will be ventricle. So and here we will write the direction. This is right and this is left direction. Means this chamber is right atrium and this chamber is left atrium. This chamber is right ventricle and this chamber is left ventricle. So we will start from the body. So what happens when blood comes to the body or the tissues of the body? Then the oxygen will be consumed. When the oxygen will be consumed, then carbon dioxide will be produced. So what happens? Blood takes these carbon dioxide to heart. So we can see here, body moves, blood moves from body to heart. So this blood vessel, or we can say that this vein contains deoxygenated blood. So we need to remember, when blood vessel moves from body, then uh, the blood will be deoxygenated. And the second main point we need to remember, that when the blood comes from lungs, then the blood will be oxygenated. So two main points are there. Uh, First, I will repeat it. First, when blood comes from body, then blood will be deoxygenated, or blood will be impure, because all the oxygen will be utilized into the tissues and cells of the body. And when the blood comes from the lung, then the blood will be oxygenated, or blood will be pure. So we can see here the blood moves from body to right atrium. We can see here the blood, we will start from here. So blood comes from body to the right atrium, and this is the vein. And we have seen in the structure of heart that it is vena cava. So what happens, vena cava collects all the deoxygenated blood from the whole body to the right atrium. And vena cava is differentiated into two: superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. So both the vena cava collect deoxygenated blood and sends blood into the right atrium. Then blood is transported into right ventricle through tricuspid valve. Then what happens? This ventricle sends blood into the lung, and this blood vessel is called pulmonary artery. So why it is called as pulmonary artery? Since it is this blood vessel is associated with lung, so it will be called as pulmonary. And we know the definition of artery as when the blood vessel comes from heart to the organ, then it is called as artery. And when the blood vessel goes from body to the heart, then it will be called as vein. So what happens, through this pulmonary artery, the deoxygenated blood comes into the lung. Now what happens here, as we have studied in respiration, the blood will be oxygenated into the alveoli of the lung. Now the oxygenated blood will be transported into the left atrium through pulmonary vein. So this is the vein, just because the blood vessel uh, starts from the body organ, either it is lung or in any other body part, to the heart. So through this pulmonary vein, the oxygenated blood goes into left atrium, and through bicuspid valve it is transported to hold the tissues or uh, cells of the body through aorta. So we can see the whole path of this blood. Now again we will repeat it. And one more point is, generally what happens in arteries, oxygenated or pure blood moves, and in veins, deoxygenated or impure blood moves. But here is one exception, as we can see here in pulmonary artery. This is very important point, that in pulmonary artery deoxygenated blood moves, and pulmonary vein oxygenated blood moves. So this is the exception of artery and vein. So again we will repeat it, as deoxygenated blood moves from body to the, so we will start from here. Deoxygenated blood moves from body to the left atrium, and through tricuspid valve it is transported into the ventricle. And when ventricle is contracted, then the deoxygenated blood will be transported into lungs through this pulmonary artery. Now in lungs, the blood will be oxygenated. Now the oxygenated blood will be transported into the left auricle or left atrium through pulmonary vein. Now this oxygenated blood present into the left atrium will be pushed into the left ventricle through bicuspid or mitral valve. Now the blood, the oxygenated blood, will be transported into the body through aorta. So now we can remember this thing we can see here through this superior and inferior vena cava. The deoxygenated blood comes into the atrium and it is transported into ventricle, and through ventricle it is transported into the lungs, and when uh, the blood is oxygenated into the lung, then it is again pushed into the left atrium. Then through this bicuspid or mitral valve, it is again pushed into the left ventricle. Now, when the ventricle will be contracted, then the blood will be pushed into the body through aorta. So, this is the path of blood in case of human being. Now we will understand what is hepatic portal vein. So what happens when the uh, blood blood vessels, or we can say blood goes from blood reaches into the heart from digestive tract through liver, then it will be called as hepatic portal vein. Hepatic means liver. So what happens from digestive tract, the blood is not directly sent into the heart. So what happens? Liver is present between uh, uh, digestive tract and heart. So blood from digestive tract or intestine is transported into the heart through liver. So this path from digestive tract to liver is called hepatic portal vein. So by this hepatic portal vein, some nutrients are sent into the liver. So it is also a very important point. Thank you.